Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be going through Python here um, tutorials, and I have Arnold with me, and we'll be going through from chapter one. So
Yes, indeed.
yes, so this is chapter one, and we'll be looking at some of the examples here. Okay, but first of all, I'd like us to look at some summary. Then we go, we use the debugger, and we also use AI as well. Okay, so in chapter one, basically it's about setting up a programming environment on your PC. Yeah, but I'm using Windows, so whatever settings we'll be doing is going to be window related. Okay. In this chapter, you will learn how to start up your Python development environment using VS Code. This includes making sure you have your latest version of Python installed, configuring VS Code to work with Python, and running your first Python program, hello world.py. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to run, troubleshoot code within a VS Code. All right. So luckily for us, we've already downloaded the VS Code. This is a VS Code. This is how it looks like from the inside. And yeah, we've got a terminal on this side, on my right hand side, and then we've got everything here, including the extensions and yeah. So let's go over here. So this is about the installation, of which we've already done. And VS Code is just really one of the best editors that I think I know, but there are others around. The Atom, yeah, Sublime, I think even Notepad, but I don't think it's really,
Yeah.
yeah,
Notepad plus Notepad, normal Notepad as well.
yeah. So this is we're setting up this how to set up, yeah, using the command palette. So in your VS Code, you can press Control Shift, yes, to be able to select the Python interpreter. So once you go into your VS Code, you can just type Control Shift P, or you can come down here to the settings. Then you select, as you can never see here, Control Shift P. Then over here, you select your Python interpreter just by typing in Python and you select interpreter. Then you select from the ones there. But the one that I'm going to be using here is the recommended one, which is the dot environment, the virtual environment one. So that's what I prefer to use. But otherwise, you can use other ones that you prefer as well. So yeah. And okay, here you can type. Yeah, that's the same thing that is written over here. And yeah, our terminal. The terminal is when we go into the terminal, you see there's three greater than signs. That shows that you're in a Python shell. Yeah, you could use any of the shells. That'll be fine. You could use PowerShell. You could use the command prompt. Over here, you can see PowerShell here. You can also use the command prompt. There's also another example. Or you could even use Git. I think Git. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, Git also allows you to. Git is also a good shell. 0. Yeah, it works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how to use it. And now we but most of the times we'll be using the one in the belt in here. So this is also a good
Yeah.
place. But to be able to activate that, you just type in Python. Then you see the three greater than sign, then you know that yeah, right in the Python shell. So that is it. And let's see. So yeah, we'll be running our first hello world Python file. And on this print is a built-in function, or let's say a method that Python uses to display on the screen, especially in the terminal or yeah. So that is how it's gonna go. So whatever you put inside the brackets is gonna be displayed. If it's a string, you're gonna have your double quotes or single quotes. That's fine.
Yeah,
And
that's
also when it
correct.
comes to troubleshooting, you will see you can be able to find the problem in the by reading the trackback. Now the trackback is in here in this terminal. If there is an error, you will see it in this place in this place. You can also check on the problems, and it's going to show you what exactly the problem is with the code. And also, you can also step away from the computer just to have a break, just to refresh your mind, or you can even delete everything and just start over. That's also fine. But one best way is also to ask for help because that's yeah, ask for help from other developers or AI or anyone. Yeah,
Mm.
get that done. So first of all, I mean, let's go to yeah. Luckily for us, we have our file over here, hello world, and then we've got our first line of code in there. So let's run it to
Yeah.
see. We can run it by um, clicking this arrow up here. Yeah, or Control Alt N to run it, or you could just type F10 and it runs that for you. And here you can also see there's a trouble here, as it's set here. Yeah, this is a trace back. Yeah, you can see a trace back in here. So it traces back to where the error is. So the problem here is because we are still in the shell. We need to exit out of the shell. Now let's run this again. Yeah, it's working fine. It's working fine. But let's use the terminal, not the output. So let's run it again. So we can see the output here nicely. Um, it's over here. Um, hello world, writing my first Python. So that is it over here. Those two lines. But this one here, I couldn't find the platform independent variable. So okay. So what we can do over here is to choose the correct interpreter for this. I think the environment one isn't helpful. So let's use this one. And let me kill this terminal and read this again. Let's see. Yeah. Open integrated. And yeah, let's run the code again. Yeah. See F10. Okay. So basically that is it. Yeah. But I know. Please could
Yeah.
you see this line over here? Could not find platform independent libraries.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could be the cause of this over here? Could not find
I'll be honest with you, not sure.
okay.
Um, I remember when we were also doing this file running all this, especially because this is the start of Python, so they're not looking those independent. They just making sure. Can you see? Does hello Python or writing my first print message work? Those dependencies are probably external stuff that you need to install in a terminal and stuff. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, we just listed um, all those dependencies and stuff. That's something you do later in Python, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Okay. So let me try this one last time. And we go to the debugger to look at this. I think it's gonna be very brief.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Okay. So now our debugger is this icon over here. You see, it looks like a bug with a
Yeah.
play button. Yeah, or you can click Control Shift D to activate the debugger. So you click on it and then you run and debug, and yeah, you just wait. You see this play button up here, the green one, F5.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Then let's put in a data where we want to debug. I think, yeah. And let's try one more time. Yes. So you can see over here, if this line is highlighted, so we step over, then you see the first one is printed out here. Hello, Python world. And now when this shows you that this is going to be printed next, the one that is highlighted. So we step over again,
Yes.
and it activates, and then yeah, you can see that it has been run down, nicely down here. This is the one here. Okay. So that is it for installation and setting up your environment for Python. Um, yes. And let's also use AI as well. Let's copy this, and then we can ask AI to assist us. Google AI is also a good option. And there's one also
Yeah.
here called Black Box, and that is very free. You don't pay a monthly subscription or anything. Yeah. So you ask it to please explain the code in stand um hello world what simple terms. Okay, it's nice to have an AI companion with you. Okay, so AI is also checking this file, and you can see that it says it contains two simple lines. Of course, we do have two simple lines here. Let's read on this. Yeah. In plain terms, this P method tells Python to display the text inside the quotes on the screen, and we can see it over here. The first print outputs hello Python world. The second print um, writing my first print message. If you run the file, you see both messages, and of course, we do see it here nicely. And one nice thing about AI is to give you further explanation. So as you can see, that it's still um, rethinking about more what you call it, more nicer explanation. But we can also use Google AI as well. See, you go to your Google and then you click on this AI mode, and then you just paste in here, this and that. See. All right, so you can see here it's telling you that this is Python. Nice. We've just written a classic two-line Python script. When you run the code, the computer will output this, and we can also see that. Luckily, we could also copy this if you want to use it somewhere else. So that is how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that is it about setting up your Python environment and using the debugger as well as using AI too. And in summary, this is all that we do in Instagram. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Arnold, for um, being here. Yeah.
Awesome, man. It's my pleasure.